Hi, we're taking a little break here in Corfu.
We found out that today, May 21st, is a national holiday.
We skipped doing any excursions in Corfu and did it completely on our own. We're sharing the 3 lessons that walking tour taught us, so you don't have to learn them the hard way. We're Sail Away with Bruce and Eileen, 2 seniors on a mission to help you cruise smarter. I've been dying to visit Corfu ever since watching the television series The Durrells in Corfu. Our plan was simple, a DIY walking tour of town. Our ship was docked at the far end of the pier, and Princess offered a shuttle to the terminal for free. But we decided to walk it ourselves to get some steps in.
That's the bus to the terminal. And there's another bus to the terminal. We're walking. We know we can make it, but and that left sooner than I thought it was going to leave. I thought it was going to have to fill up, but it filled up.
Turns out that walk was longer than we thought, and we nearly missed our 8 a.m. shuttle into town. Lesson 1, take the free ship shuttle to the terminal. Trust us on this one. Save your steps for the town. Your legs will thank you later. The shuttle from the terminal into town runs $15 round trip per person, covering 1.5 miles each way. It dropped us off right at the new fortress at Spianada Square, and that's where our walking tour really began. We turned our telephones off airplane mode and got 5G with our plan T-Mobile. Check your carrier. You may not need a SIM card, but check data and calls usually cost. Also, mark your return pickup point on your phone. You want to be able to find your way back. From the shuttle drop-off point, we followed the seawall toward the old fortress. On one side, incredible views of the sea. We could actually spot our ship in the distance. We had learned in the cruise destination talk aboard Princess that Corfu had changed hands several times, ending up under the control of the Venetians in the 14th century. So, on the other side, 400 years of Venetian architecture still standing. We continued on, coming to the palace where the Venetian influence was most evident, in the fortifications and gardens. Leaving the palace, we walked the perimeter of the old fortress, also built by the Venetians, who surrounded it with an artificial moat and a movable wooden bridge. Then we made our way through the Spianada, which, believe it or not, is the largest square in the Balkans, and home to the only cricket field in all of Greece.
And not that I know anything about cricket, but for the first time in my life, I'm standing on a real live official cricket pitch.
Here's where things got interesting. We went looking for a local pastry shop and kept finding shop after shop closed. It turns out May 21st is a special holiday celebrated only in Corfu and the Ionian Islands, marking their union with Greece back in 1864. Lesson 2. Always check the local calendar before you plan a port day. As you'll see, it caused more than one complication for us. So a lot of the shops are closed. We were wondering as we walked along. We only found one little pastry shop open, so we grabbed a drink and used the facilities there, and now we're going to go explore the old town. But it's a beautiful day, just mid-60s. It's just gorgeous.
We have our comfortable tennis shoes on because the sidewalks and paths are slick limestone. They're 1,000 or whatever years old, and they're not always level. So here we're on the edge of the old town, and all of a sudden now there's tourists to it. And better yet, even though this is a major holiday, most of the stores are open. There's a lot of opportunity for shopping here on the back streets of the old town, aren't there?
Yeah, so it's really cool in here too, so we can get out of the hot sun. Yeah, I like it. We are here in a little souvenir shop that is open, and Bruce just got a shot glass, and we're gonna try the kumquat liqueur,
Got some kumquat liqueur.
which has a very high alcohol content.
So we didn't buy very much, but we're going to take a little sip here.
Ooh, tastes good, very fruity. Doesn't taste like it has any alcohol at all. Ha! Okay.
Sort of a light cough syrup.
Our souvenir bottle. We continued exploring the old town. It was easy to see why it's been designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with its beautiful buildings and narrow paved streets. By the time we were ready to head back, the streets were getting very crowded. Turns out a parade was starting soon for that local holiday. When we arrived at our designated pickup point, we were told that all of the traffic, including our shuttle bus, was being held up for the start of the parade. So we did what we like to do best. We walked it, all 1.5 miles of it, in the midday heat.
How you feeling, dear?
Tired, in need of a hot tub.
And a cold drink.
Yes. Lesson 3 on a DIY excursion. Always build an extra time for the unexpected and extra water. We made it back to the Enchanted Princess just in time to treat ourselves. A deluxe sundae from the gelateria. Yum. And a well-earned soak in the hot tub before our 4 o'clock sail away. We are leaving Corfu, and we had a really great day here today. It was just lovely. We went out early in the morning and we walked all around downtown in the old streets, and now it's sail away time. So what were the 3 lessons we took from our day? Take the free shuttle, especially if your ship is parked at the end of the dock. Check the local calendar, and always pad your schedule on a DIY port day for the unexpected. Would we go back to Corfu? Absolutely. We loved Corfu, and our whole first cruise in the Mediterranean has been wonderful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our cruise and port tips and reviews. And as always, happy sailing.